everybody. This is Marie, and welcome to Marie's Chatty Tarot. Happy New Year. I know it's a little long overdue, but the girls and I, we were a little under the weather. And I'm going to get right into it. Today we're going to be talking about Kevin McCarthy for speakership, for Speaker of the House. Now, before we get started any further, please feel free to share, like, and subscribe. Also, for those interested, today I'm going to be using the Light Seers Tarot. Love this deck, very contemporary. So, at this time of this recording, J6, today is January 6, 2023. It is my understanding that they're trying to go at it again for the 11th or 12th time. At least Kevin McCarthy is trying to make it a go for the 12th or the 11th time in a row. So far, he has not been able to secure the votes to get the speakership job. So he's trying again. So for those aware, Kevin McCarthy is not really liked among conservative/Republicans because of him being a rhino. And rhino is basically a term coined Republican name in name only. So basically he may look like a Republican, but he's not acting as one. He has been voting and siding with the Democrats since Lord knows. So a lot of people are not happy with him, hence those 20 Patriots, MAGA candidates that have been fiercely opposing McCarthy. So now that I've given you a little bit backstory, I just want to see what the cards will want to say about whether McCarthy will secure the position. Now, personally, I'm not crazy about the guy. I think he's an establishment shill, and he's not really there to help the people. The fact that he has been voting with to send all this money for Ukraine. I mean, sending money to help is not it's not a bad thing in itself. However, there's so many people here right now suffering, in need, inflation, needing of jobs. I mean, that money would have helped the American people so much more. So let's take a look and see what the cards. So the card, we're going to ask a specific question. We want to know, is Kevin McCarthy going to get the position for speaker? Since the focus is on him, and he has a lot of opponents. I think Donald is one of them, and Jeffries is another opponent. So just to keep it clean, let's ask and see if Kevin McCarthy will gain the speakership, become Speaker of the House. See what the cards have to say. Okay. I'm intrigued. Cutting the cards. And we're going to do the Kachina. So this is Two of Swords. Seven of Wands. A situation. Queen of Swords, past. King of Pentacles, present. Temperance. Eight of Wands. The Devil. Wow. Again, sometimes the cards just speaks and not expecting. So the first is the Two of Swords. So the Two of Swords, you see this lady, she's kind of blindfolded. The Two of Swords is swords is about thoughts, words, information, and realization. And it's as if the Two of Swords is trying to tell you the party is kind of like at a crossroad right now. There's a faction who is for McCarthy, and there's another faction not so much so. And it's as if everybody's at a standstill right now and not either willing or ready to make to go forward. So it's as if they're in locked. So something is blocking the situation. Either enough people is not voting, or they're they're not willing to make the decision, because it is my understanding that in the background McCarthy is strong harming a lot of people, threatening, blackmailing, using the same tactics as of the Pelosi's of the world to force uh, a group of people to vote in his favor. So because of that, a lot of people are timid, a lot of people are not really feeling the whole thing and not freely making the decision that I guess they want to. So there is a bit of a, being stuck situation here, and some decisions going to have to be made. So that's interesting in itself. Now, the Seven of Sword representing a situation, you see this person and getting wands from different direction, but that person is sitting, you know, uh, really in a zen position and not letting the attack bother. So I'm guessing in this sense, it's probably McCarthy. Uh, it's as if they're trying to say that, now a lot of focus is on him. A lot of people are doing research about him to see who and what he really is about. But, he seems pretty unconcerned because his ultimate goal is getting the speakership job or the position or the, the seat. So he's not concerned about, the attacks or the jabs or the focus or information coming out about him. He's just like really, really focusing on his goal, and his goal is getting the position. So that's interesting in itself. Now, in the background, with the Queen of Sword is a lady who's pretty harsh in her assessment, very discerning. She tells you how it is, and it kind of makes sense because the Beaumont, I hope I'm pronouncing her name correctly, the Matt Gates of the world, and a bunch of others are being vocal about him, exposing him, telling people, what they really think about him. So there is a shift. Again, all swords is thoughts, information. So there's information coming out about McCarthy, about his dealings, on how he's behaved in the past, or how he voted in the past. So information is coming out about him in waves, and so that's pretty cool. King of Pentacle is basically a person who is very much about facts, about information, about money. And I think in a way that can be a McCarthy, that he is a very successful person. He's very pragmatic, and he's in a position of power. Sorry. He's in a position of power, and he's just waiting for the success to come his way, and he feels like he's entitled. He feels like he's earned that spot. He feels like this is his time to shine. However, there's a lot of evidence because, sorry, pentacles are about evidence. It's about, tangible information that everybody can see who he really is. Nobody is really drinking the Kool-Aid anymore. So they can see it in a pretty massive way, that he's, you know, he represents the establishment. He represents a particular group of people who feels entitled for the job, that he feels like this is his turn, his time to shine, that he wants to. So a lot of people are seeing this with that pentacle. A lot of people are seeing it in a big way, that he's all about himself, it's about his comfort, but he's not looking about, you know, the constituents, the people who are suffering, the people who he's not about that, and none of that. So that's really interesting. So the question that we did ask was, is McCarthy gonna win the speakership um thing? And it looks like he will, with that Temperance card, because Temperance card is things working out, things balancing out. So with that, and it's interesting that it's the Temperance card working. That showed up because the Temperance card is basically, it's not one extreme over the other. So it's as if everybody, whatever deal that they're doing in the background is gonna work out, or maybe McCarthy's gonna make concession. Maybe McCarthy's gonna make concession to certain uh, uh, some of the patriot that were holding out, you know, to to pass, to able them to pass, you know, to get the votes, because the Temperance card is a positive card. It's telling that, you know, things are going to work out for McCarthy. Oh my goodness, this is so sad. The Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands says that things are moving pretty quickly. Things are moving pretty quickly and things are aligned, you know. So basically, maybe it looks like all the deals, all the holdouts, maybe deals were being made and being struck and working in a way to make that Temperance card happen. Now, what's interesting is that the Devil card is showing up here. So the Devil card, that tells me that there's going to be some funny business going along. So I think we talked about this, where he's using, like, there have been words, rumors floating around that he has been strong arming and threatening the McCarthy people of the world, have been threatening, strong arming, you know, the holdouts, the people who are against him. So this tells me that there are some funny business going along. There are some uh, 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 not so pleasing tactics being used, and in doing that, he's being exposed even more for the type of person that he is. So that's interesting. King of Swords, again, more information is gonna come out. And Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups is getting your wish come true. So again, it's as if that ultimately, even though, you know, he's not, like, people are not crazy about him, it looks like he's gonna get the job ultimately. Oh, good gracious. And that, you know, things are moving pretty quickly. A lot of funny business are going to be exposed, and it's still a lot of more information with the King of Swords, and the Nine of Cups is going to come out as well, you know, to even expose McCarthy, but he's still going to get the job. So, oh wow, this is just sad. Again, the cards, you know, that's the beauty of the cards. You just don't know what they're going to say. When you hear hope and think that something else is going to pan out, and the card gives you a total different answer that you are not wanting or expecting, and here you are. Looks like McCarthy is going to get the job after all, and let's see how it goes. Thank you guys for sticking with me to the end of this video. Please feel free to share, like, and subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next one. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. Bye.